If the minister is a man with short vision and he wants to please the public in the next 5 minutes, he can sort of do the turnstile presentation of the two pillars. A, we remove toxic assets from the banks, and B, we get liquidity back into the banks. I've explained how the liquidity back into the banks is totally illusory. It's turnstile. Money, 50 million out, in to replace 50 million out, or 50 billion out. And as regards the toxic assets, shifting toxic assets that haven't been fully admitted as to their true toxicity, because by saying that they're going to be moved at 54 billion instead of 46 billion, which would represent the 31 billion write-down, is fooling oneself again. It's going to create banks that will remain zombie banks. If outsiders like J.P. Morgan only yesterday come out with this, an analysis result or a review result that says $17 billion is needed in capital immediately in AIB and Bank of Ireland, and that's only at a 30% write-down level, well then, you know, we're not facing the problem. We're fooling ourselves. And you've asked me, would it not be embarrassing to change around? I think it would be far more embarrassing in 5 or 6 years' time to be caught with a sinking NAMA causing losses of 20 to 25 billion of unnecessary extra losses, because A, NAMA isn't the right vehicle to do the collections and recoveries of the loans that we've identified, and B, to have created that with all the outlay costs of maintenance of NAMA, plus the operational inefficiencies costs, is, to my mind, landing the taxpayer with a time bomb, and it's just not on. The other way is clearer, it's honest, it addresses the situation, it puts structure on it, it puts measurement on it, and it allows the work to start in earnest with achievable targets far closer in sight. One of the advantages of writing down loans to the correct collectible amounts is that it provides impetus and energy to the work of achieving it. And also there's a morale, it underpins and encourages morale for those involved to be aiming at realistically achievable targets. And when there's success in that area, it becomes infectious, and it's good for traction and for getting on with the next job.